All right, so this is our podcast. My name is Dave Puckton.
Kyle Fournier.
This is September 23rd,
Week 5.
the year of our Lord, 2014. I don't get what that means. I just heard it in the movies.
FIFA came out today.
It did. Who's on that cover?
Probably Messi. I don't have it yet.
Yeah, probably.
Get Friday.
I was going to say a coach on the cover.
That'd be cool. Pep Guardiola is a good candidate.
Got a good name.
Yeah. So here we are, and the theme of this week is stories. Doing stories tonight.
Yep. How you feel about yours, pal?
Okay. I feel the same as last week. I don't expect to get laughs. Keeping expectations low. Just trying to keep my state up. Try and not crack, you know?
Yeah. I, on the other hand, feel like I will crack and crumble.
Not a good way to go into it.
I did not prepare, and I'm just trying not to cry on stage. So that's how I feel. I have an idea of what I want to do, but not a very good one. So we'll see, you know?
So do you, even when it's supposed to be 4 minutes on one thing, I still chunk it. I still feel like I have a first chunk, a second chunk, a third chunk, and a fourth chunk.
Sure.
You know, I like to do it like that.
Are you asking if I have chunks?
Yes.
Tonight I do not have chunks. It's just it's a mash.
It's tough.
It's a
It's definitely tough.
joke mash. Yeah. I was trying to compare it to food. I'm gonna say, you know, instead of having the joke potato salad, I got a joke mash.
It doesn't really work, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. See, that's a sign of what's gonna come tonight. And we know what we're in for.
Yep. Are you caring less? I care less right now.
I care less right.
I'm starting to see the long-term picture now, whereas, I always knew it intellectually, but now I'm starting to feel it where, like, any individual night doesn't matter.
The individual nights.
Yeah.
What does matter?
The long run, that you keep doing it.
Sure.
The very last time we were here was one of my worst sets ever.
I just don't feel comfortable here, to be completely honest.
You like tomorrow better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. It's true.
We had a bad show here. That one bad show, and I feel like it kind of spoiled it.
The Obama show?
Yeah. I think it totally spoiled it for me.
Damn, yeah.
I don't think I'll have another good show here until there's another president.
That's a tough limitation to put on yourself, to cancel out a whole venue because of one bad set.
That's true. And it doesn't have to be that way.
I don't think so.
I'm not a big believer in karma and things like that. You can make your own self-fulfilling prophecies, you know.
Absolutely.
But I don't think that anything other than that will. So there's no reason why I can't do a good set.
No. Do you think it's just personal experience, or do you think this is a harder venue?
It's a harder venue, also.
Yeah.
I think that Austin Job is way easier. Would you agree on that one?
Yeah, I think so. I just wonder if there's any meat behind that. But you know what I think there is? I think there's more laughs in general at Austin Java.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. I also think that, so more laughs, absolutely, but also better environment. Not people, but physical environment.
How so?
Awesome Java, it is a little spread out, but they totally dim the lights. There's nothing to distract you unless you're sitting with people that are going to distract you. And you kind of have to focus on the stage. That is the focal point. But here, even inside and outside, you don't have to focus on the stage.
That's true. Yeah. And it's, I see what you're saying. And it's almost like in Austin Java, everyone's kind of on your side. Like, they're all there for the comedy show.
Yeah.
Here, there's a lot of people, and you're like, am I, doing something wrong right now,
Am I
distracting
bothering
them?
you? Yeah, one of the guys that, there's a guy that kind of, like, he had really long hair, and he was wearing, like, a flannel t-shirt last time at Java, and he was saying that he was at Cherrywood the day before, and he said that there were people that were, like, going just to study, and that's fine, but somebody expressed that they did not want to see comedy. The exact quote was, comedy.
that's right. He did say that about here.
Yeah.
Shit.
I just don't. I think it has a reputation because it's not as good of a place.
And actually, my favorite joke from this venue was that girl who said, "Cherrywood Coffee House, come for the coffee, tolerate the comedy." And that's very apt. Whereas Austin Java, you go outside, you're there for the comedy. People are there.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no question. Like you said, it's dimmed lights. There's no conversation.
Exactly. So you kind of have to think about. Okay, so that makes me think about going and trying to find a venue that we would host an open mic at, and you can't pick a place like this. You're setting yourself up for failure.
Creating a better environment. Yeah.
Exactly.
Buzzmill might be like this if you tried to do it there. I could kind of see that.
It might be because the area would be outdoors. The area that's immediately outdoors, that's a covered tent area. That might not be that great. Opa, I don't know where they would. However, I can talk to the people at Opa. Just to talk to them.
I think a tough venue is going to build character faster, though. What do you think about that?
It could. It could.
As long as this doesn't bring you to a halt like the Obama one did.
Exactly.
That
yeah.
didn't help us.
It could absolutely build character faster. I just don't know. I just don't know what to expect. You know, I wouldn't know what to expect, especially if you're hosting.
I remember hearing that and I was so angry. I had something.
I'm trying to think of other places too.
I can never.
You know what? It might be good to check out other places that used to have it. Check out places on Bad Slava that haven't been updated and they don't have it anymore. See if they're worth going to. So. I don't know. Anything else?
Nah, here we go.
Here we go. Good luck.
You too.
And that's the end of our intro. We'll be back in a few.
Too bad sets later.
2 career-ending. Hey guys. A little tired right now. That was not an intentional thing, part of my set. That was an actual yawn, guys. It's real nice nap weather. We're just going to sleep weather right now, I feel. So this weekend, my friend asked me if I wanted to go to 6th Street with him and some of his friends. And who's been to 6th Street? Just any, yeah, thank you. Who will never go to 6th Street again? Yes. And everybody knows that they'll never go to 6th Street again because it's like a big party monster just ate up all the bros and all the annoying girls and all the drunken and like almost homeless people, but also some really homeless people, and then just shit it out over a really good street, a perfectly good street. And that's why we don't go back to it. So I'll just spoiler alert. We tried to go to 6th Street. It was awful. Everybody was just running in the streets, and this actually happened. This was last weekend, and we just went back home. We just gave up on it. So sorry, but I'll give you the rest of the story. So when we decided to try to go to 6th Street, I was just dreading it. So my girlfriend, she's a cute blonde. She's got blue eyes. I don't know how that happened because I'm not any of the cute things. And it's great though. I love her. She's great, and we're doing good. But you don't want to go to 6th Street with the pretty girl that's your girlfriend. It's just not fun. There's going to be guys hooting and hollering at her. And I also notice when you talk like you're a 60-year-old and you say things like hooting and hollering, you're probably not going to do much to help her out. But so you think you just prepare yourself. I had to prepare myself. So I thought about me. I wanted to get a little drunk. I wanted to loosen up because I'm going on 6th Street. But then I felt like that would help me. That would let my guard down. So then maybe I need to bring some protection. Maybe I need to bring my police baton that I bought at a Colorado gun show a while ago. That wasn't a good idea. I didn't do that.
but then you think about other things that come up. So my girlfriend, she gave me the opportunity to comment about what she was wearing that night. She was wearing some heels, and I said, don't do that. Wear some more sensible shoes. I didn't want to make it sound like I was trying to make her look a little less attractive. I just kind of put it under the guise that your feet, you're going to do some walking, so you want to put on some more sensible shoes. And then I got some more things here. I'm going to do the notebook thing. I try not to, but I'm at a loss. I didn't do a lot of preparing for tonight, guys. I also shut off the mic real quick. So, this is not going to help. I don't have much more. This is basically the end. It was also Gay Pride, so this is Gay Pride weekend, and that meant that she was not going to get, she was going to get a lot of attention, but attention I'm perfectly fine with. That's okay. And you know what? That's it for me tonight. I feel like I've got about 30 seconds left, but I'm just going to give it up to the next person so everybody can go home a little bit earlier. Thanks, guys. I'm Dave Puckett.
Ew. Woo!
Stuff a little stifled, so. Yeah! Alright! Woo! Okay, so everybody says they want to be funny, but that's a really easy, like, cliche thing to say. You know, like, I like to have fun, I like to meet people, I like to make people laugh. But I don't think that's enough. To really have the spirit of comedy, it's not enough to want to make people laugh. You have to be willing to humiliate yourself for the chance at making people laugh. And that's basically what this is right here. Because from my limited experience, I know I have a much higher chance of humiliating myself than making anyone laugh. And that's fine. That's fine. It's the spirit of comedy that gets us up here. And it's also the spirit of comedy that made me take my pants off on the bus in high school in 2003. We were on the way to an indoor track meet on the bus, on the highway, passing cars, and we decided to play a game called Moon the Cars Passing By. So it went off without a hitch for a while. A few guys showed their asses against the windows, and people, you know, they laugh or get pissed, but it wasn't a big deal. I think my ass, though, is particularly offensive. There must be something really infuriating about my ass, because that's not how it went for me. The guy in a truck, and he saw it, and let's just say he let his emotions get the best of him, because he didn't just let it go, he actually followed the bus. Bless you. He actually followed the bus for 45 minutes to the track meet and yelled at my coach about what I did. And long story short, I got suspended from school for that. So I learned that comedy has consequences sometimes. But I continued my career. The day I got back from that suspension, I decided I'm going to come back strong. I had a math test. And I decided to do a prank with my friends during that math test. It's going to be dead quiet, and me and my friends are going to stand up and sing during the math test. And we're going to do our rendition of a YouTube video that was very popular at the time. It was an overweight kid singing, and he was going, Maya, 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 Maya. I don't know if you remember it. It was very popular. Well, one of us, it was going to be me first. I'm going to stand up, do that part dead quiet during the math test. High risk, high reward maneuver, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to stand up and do the first part. Then my friend Rich is going to stand up and do the second part. Next friend does the next part, blah, blah, blah. So we decide, you know, the test starts at 10 o'clock. I'm going to do this at 10:10. When the clock strikes 10:10, I'm going to make my move. So it's like 10 o'clock, everybody's dead quiet, working on their problems. I'm just thinking about, you know, what I'm going to do. A little bit nervous, but whatever. A few minutes go by, I'm still just really nervous, thinking about the room. Real quiet. I'm like, I hope this goes well, but shit, it's getting scary. A couple minutes go by and I think about the teacher. Not the best teacher to do this from. Like, she was a humorless bitch, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Maybe minutes ago, I'm like, I'm not gonna be pussy, so I'm sitting there, dead quiet. Maya. Rich? Nah, Rich didn't stand up, just me bombing. Absolutely bombing. Just stood up, my Reg. Kyle, get out of the classroom. Go to the principal's office. Absolutely brutal. I'll spare the details, but I got suspended from school again on my first day back, and I learned that bombing does have consequences. Like bombing, it's one thing to just bomb, and I'll end like this. It depends on the room, because I can bomb here and it doesn't matter, because y'all motherfuckers can't suspend me. So that's it. Fuck the police. Have a good night.
All right, so this is the end of our marathon-long, goddamn
The
awful.
longest fucking show ever.
It is 12:02 right now.
Started at like 9:40.
9:40. Yeah, right around there. Yeah, and
actually
it's
like it's a good portion of the Oddball Comedy Festival I just went to.
that was at least. Yeah, that was insane. That was the longest that we've had.
way longer than a normal like Joe Rogan or Doug Stanhope. Like way longer than that.
Oh, that was 10. That was two and a quarter.
Jesus.
That was bad.
Awful.
Anyway, so what did you think about the way that you did?
Okay, so I'm okay with some parts of it, and some parts of it, whatever. I just hate. I don't stutter a lot, but sometimes I do, and it just fucking destroys everything. It just.
You think
sucks.
you stuttered?
I did a couple times. Not like bad, but like
Yeah, not
just
enough
you
to
trip
for me
over
to
the word.
notice. Yeah.
Maybe, but inside it's like the clearest indicator. Like if somebody stutters, you know they're not doing well in their head. It's just such an obvious thing, and like I know that.
That makes
and
sense.
It fucking kills me, but I was able to move past it. I did it a couple times in the opening part. I was happy with my ability to stick with it though, and I knew the singing part was going to be difficult, but I just did it.
You did it, yeah.
I did it.
You
And,
did it more than once.
yeah.
Also.
So I felt like I kind of was able to let go. I got the whole story part just fucking fell through, but it was whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
who cares? I wasn't judging it by reactions tonight. Tonight's a bad time to.
It was definitely the story. I just think that both of what we tried for both of us,
Yeah.
we tried to do too much. We could still have a story, but I
Yeah.
just didn't think it worked for the entire set. Unless you got good stuff that you feel really good about, Did you feel really good about yours?
No,
Even as you were like thinking of it last week or whatever?
it was just a mission, and we completed it.
Yeah.
So kudos to both of us. How about
Yeah.
you? How'd you do?
I felt good at some points and then awful at others. Awful at all the obvious points where I
Yeah.
forgot what I was going to say. And there was just the preparation was poor. I didn't have enough direction. I didn't know where I was going with it. I was thinking about it towards the end, like, I don't know how I'm going to end this.
Yeah.
I have no clue. But yeah, it was one of those nights where it was a bomb and I did it.
But you plowed through it.
Yeah.
And I want to say one thing too, because it's something I noticed. I made a note of during your set. You were just doing your thing, and I got lost in thought for a second, and I kind of like forgot that you were my friend, and you're just another dude doing comedy, and it made me think that like kind of like you said about me stuttering. It's like it doesn't. Like, you didn't look nervous at all. And, like, I knew because we talked earlier and,
Yeah.
like, whatever. I knew you must have been in your head a little bit, but not at all. Like, you just looked completely comfortable. And, I mean, until the end when you, obviously, you just...
was not comfortable.
But whatever. You were at the end. You already did it. But
Good.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that is...
It is good.
That's good. I at certain points, like I was saying, like certain points were awful, certain points were good, and most of the points, I did feel comfortable, even though I didn't know all the things I was going to say. Like
I think this was the exact kind of night that we quit on, and I think that shows progress. I think that
just progress if we come back next week.
right. But that's the kind of night that you left after 10 seconds, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
I think that's the same kind of night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I felt the same. It's hard for me to remember exactly how I felt, but I did not feel good tonight. Don't think I felt that. I think I felt a similar way today.
Fucking brutal though. Like
Yeah.
going up last on a night like that. Jesus.
It's terrible. So, I say that we go ahead, think of a topic, now, different one for you, different one for me. I do what we did 2 weeks ago, and just work on it. Give yourself a solid week to work on it.
Okay, so we can do that. I just wanted to ask also, are you just throwing away, like, do you have anything from your past that you like?
Yeah, I liked the big brims, the
hat.
the hat thing.
Yeah.
I like that whole setup there. I like the Pollock thing, the Pollock thing that I did there at the last one, and those are the main ones that I'm liking more.
You have that, right? You have that written down or whatever?
I have part of it written down, yeah.
Because I was just thinking about how, like, my best set was definitely the one from last week. And I might just lose that, you know? So
That's something I worried about too. You talked about
we have to record it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was you or somebody else talking about like Joan Rivers having like a filing cabinet of jokes.
Wow, yeah.
And that's something that she actually had. And I think that other people, yeah, they write it down, they record it. I think that it's a good idea to keep.
We got to
track of
organize that shit because I do.
we can organize it also by just
Yeah.
listening to it, which helps. But I do think writing it down helps me retain it more than just listening. you
So
know?
I know you're busy, you know, coming up, but we should have a comedy day where we just chill out, do all those comedy kind of chores. We have
Yeah.
some chores we got to do.
Yeah, absolutely. As to when that's going to happen, I don't
figure it
know.
out,
I don't know
whatever.
right now, but yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so as for a topic, what we got to do right now?
Why not? So we don't like not do it later.
Okay. So you're giving one to me, I'm giving one to you?
Yeah.
Monogamy.
Monogamy. Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yours, I just got the inspiration right here. Your truck.
My truck?
Yeah. 4 minutes to your truck.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Cool.
Monogamy. All right.
So that'll be next week. You'll hear that next week.
Next
week
week,
6.
monogamy for Dave Puckta.
And truck. California.
And truck. All right. I think that's it, right?
Cool. That's done.
All right. That's the end of our night.
Thank
tonight.
you for stopping by.
Stay classy,
Fuck the
everybody.
police.
Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.